Thus while he spake, each passion dimmed his face, thrice changed with pale ire, envy, and despair, which marred his borrowed visage, and betrayed him counterfeit, if any eye beheld. For heavenly minds from such distempers foul are ever clear, whereof he soon aware, each perturbation smoothed with outward calm, artificer of fraud, and was the first that practised falsehood under saintly show, deep malice to conceal, couched with revenge. Yet not enough had practised to deceive Uriel once warned, whose eye pursued him down the way he went, and on the Assyrian mount saw him disfigured, more than could befall spirit of happy sort. His gestures fierce he marked in mad demeanour, then alone, as he supposed, all unobserved, unseen. So on he fares, and to the border comes of Eden, where delicious paradise, now nearer, crowns with her enclosure green, as with a rural mound, the champion head of a steep wilderness, whose hairy sides with thicket overgrown, grotesque and wild, access denied, and overhead upgrew insuperable height of loftiest shade, cedar and pine and fir and branching palm, a sylvan scene, and as the ranks ascend, shade above shade, a woody theatre of stateliest view. Yet higher than their tops the verdurous wall of paradise upsprung, which to our general sire gave prospect large into his nether empire neighbouring round. And higher than that wall a circling row of goodliest trees, loaden with fairest fruit, blossoms and fruits at once of golden hue, appeared, with gay enamelled colours mixed, on which the sun more glad impressed his beams than in fair evening cloud or humid bough, when God hath showered the earth, so lovely seemed that landskip. And of pure, now pure air meets his approach, and to the heart inspires vernal delight and joy, able to drive all sadness but despair. Now gentle gales, fanning their odoriferous wings, dispense native perfumes, and whisper whence they stole those balmy spoils, as when to them who fail beyond the Cape of Hope, and now are past Mozambique, off at sea north-east winds blow Sabian odours from the spicy shore of Araby the blest. With such delay, well pleased, they slack their course, and many a league cheered with grateful smell old ocean smiles. So entertained those odorous sweets the fiend, who came there bane, though with them better pleased than Asmodeus with the fishy fume that drove him, though enamoured from the spouse of Tobit's son, and with a vengeance sent from Media post to Egypt, there fast bound. Now to the ascent of that steep savage hill Satan had journeyed on, pensive and slow, but further way found none, so thick entwined, as one continued brake, the undergrowth of shrubs and tangling bushes had perplexed all path of man or beast that passed that way. One gate there only was, and that looked east on the other side, which when the arch felon saw, due entrance he disdained, and in contempt at one flight bound high overleaped all bound of hill or highest wall, and sheer within lights on his feet, as when a prowling wolf whom hunger drives to seek new haunt for prey, watching where shepherds pen their flocks at eve in hurdled coats amid the field secure, leaps o'er the fence with ease into the fold, or as a thief bent to unhoard the cash of some rich burgher, whose substantial doors, cross-barred and bolted fast, fear no assault, in at the window climbs, or o'er the tiles. So clomb did this first grand thief into God's fold, so since into his church lewd hirelings climb. Thence up he flew, and on the tree of life, the middle tree and highest there that grew, sat like a cormorant, yet not true life thereby regained, but sat devising death to them who lived, nor on the virtue thought of that life-giving plant, but only used for prospect, that well used had been the pledge of immortality. So little knows any, but God alone, to value right the good before him, but perverts best things to worst abuse, or to their meanest use.